Welcome to Buying Crypto, or also known as cryptocurrency for beginners. Getting started in this space, in my view, requires some fundamental knowledge. So before we get into the actions, the tactical aspect of buying cryptocurrency, I want to provide you with some foundational knowledge that I think will be helpful toward your understanding of what crypto is all about. So we're going to walk through a little bit of a slide presentation after this intro to help give you that foundation, ground you, so to speak. I'll come back with some closing comments, and then we'll link to the videos that will help you actually go through the process of buying cryptocurrency in a number of different ways. So hope you enjoy. Welcome again, and I hope you
In order
enjoy.
to set our foundation, let's use something with which you are already familiar. We'll talk a little bit about a bank. Obviously, we all know what a bank is used for, typically where we store our wealth. And how does our wealth get there? A few ways, actually. We'll talk about two. First, you likely have an employer that is directly depositing your compensation into your bank, or maybe you're still getting a manual check that in turn you will manually deposit into that bank. Either way, there are a few attributes of which to be aware. This is clearly a point of central control. You have to interact with the bank to make things happen with your wealth. Little to no interest is paid on your deposits. You do get FDIC insurance. That means that the bank owes you your funds eventually, not necessarily when you need it. And whether you know it or not, when you deposit those funds into the bank, you do not own that money. The act of depositing is actually transferring ownership of those funds to the bank. You in turn become a shareholder in that institution. So, how does this compare to a cryptocurrency exchange? In many ways, things are similar. If you have funds or wealth sitting on a cryptocurrency exchange, you do not own those funds. Those funds are under the control of what are called private keys that belong to the organization. In this case, Coinbase. Coinbase has established those keys on your behalf and acts as your broker or proxy to the respective blockchains. And in this illustration, we are highlighting the Bitcoin blockchain. However, as the space has evolved, we have gotten to the point where Coinbase can actually take direct deposits from your employer into your USD funding account on Coinbase. So there's some even more similarities as it relates to the banking institution. This has some interesting advantages and some disadvantages. Again, point of central control, little to no interest paid on deposits, but more often than not, you'll find the rate at which Coinbase pays interest or rewards, as they call them, it is better than the bank. And other competing entities, such as OKCoin, can even surpass what Coinbase is offering as it relates to interest on deposited funds. Your insurance is not FDIC provided, but it tends to be independently insured. BitGo is one that comes to mind, and there are others that provide insurance services to the blockchain industry. Again, this is a centralized arrangement, so you do not own your money. it is effectively owed to you eventually as you become a shareholder of the institution itself.
All right, so with that foundation, you should be ready to begin your journey of actually buying cryptocurrency. And I help you do that in the video that should pop up on your right, the right side of your screen. Go ahead and click on that one to begin to dig deeper. Hope you enjoy.